We're not going to talk about anything that pops up today.
Are we ready?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fade me in, baby.
Okay. Yeah. So, guys, here we are.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hello.
Yo.
So Chris is in my seat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm in your seat.
you are.
I figured the red was yours.
So we're going to be talking about some rando texto.
El Rando fixed.
We're about to blast this fucking dude everywhere.
Hey, dude, if you're watching, if you can figure out which one of us got the text, we'll tell you what gender you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, you got a 1 in 4 shot.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
Okay.
actually we're evenly split. So it's actually a 50-50 gender
True.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, depends on how we identify on this side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that up for debate and question?
Not for me.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Hold on.
I heard you lost something in the war.
Yes. Lost many things in the war.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. All right. So everybody, you guys know me already. I'm Jen. I got my best friend Lisa on the couch with me today. She brought her amazing husband Chris.
You know.
Yeah.
This guy.
This guy.
Sorry, Blake. I had to steal it.
That's all right. That guy.
That guy.
Yeah. So start reading.
This message brought to you by Liquid Death.
Hang on. One more time. Got to get it in there.
Yeah.
Got to get it in the shot.
This message brought to you by Liquid Death.
Cheers.
Sponsorship requested.
There you go. So we were on our way here. Anybody that knows us knows that we have a distance between us travel-wise. And so it took us a good hour and a half to get here today. And on the way here, I received a random text message. And do you want me to just read it?
Are we doing
Start
this
from the
woman
beginning.
style or man
Yeah.
style?
Start
Both.
from the top.
There we go. So woman style.
Started from the top and now
I have
we're
more
here.
than 10 words, babe. This guy is wordy.
Gotcha.
Okay. Are you doing anything fun this weekend? If you have time, I would still like to hear your ideas about how I can bring things up to her. Sorry for taking so long to get back to you, but work has been crazy. Of course, I responded with, who is this? He says, this is Mark. Is this Matt? Nope. Sorry. Okay, now I feel like an
So,
idiot.
hold on, pause. Just so you know how guys would handle this, we would say, yes, we're Matt.
Yeah.
Agree?
Agree.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
1000%.
Oh, yeah, man. This is Matt. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm so sorry.
For
It's,
sure.
it's good. It's all good, man. We're good. Spill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? What's
Yeah,
up?
anyway.
This is Matt for
Blow it
sure.
right out. Yeah. Matt.
Well, I mean,
So now we've got two.
Especially if my name is like, I don't know, Tiffany.
yeah, you know?
My name is definitely Matt.
So
I'm
now
good.
it's funny because now we've got two things. Like we had a Curtis jump in and talk about some weird ass shit. So we've got Curtis that we refer to a lot as alias. Now we're gonna throw Matt in there.
Yeah.
Or is it, can
Well,
we ask-
Curtis likes the groceries.
And Matt likes
And-
talking about other people's sexual conversations. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's
well, no. This
Are
guy's
you
name is Mark. He's
He's-
asking if
What?
I'm Matt.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we would say, yes, we're
You're
Matt.
Oh,
Matt
yeah, no.
for sure.
You're like, no, I'm not Matt.
No,
but
I'm
what's
not
up?
Matt.
You know,
So anyway, I said, no, sorry. He says, now I feel like an idiot. I'm so sorry. Has anyone else text or asked for him from this number? I said, no worries. He says, okay, it's nothing serious, but thanks. I probably just put his number on my phone the wrong way then. And then he does the eye roll emoji, which is really weird because I didn't know guys use that. And then he says, well, are you good at giving advice?
yeah, I'm a woman. Next.
Yep. So I said, yeah, I like to think so. He goes, okay, it seems funny to me, but let me just ask you this. Do you think sometimes it's better to not tell the whole truth, like in a relationship, for example, to try and save feelings?
No. And so that's the whole that whole paragraph right there was the reason for us kicking off and doing this podcast right now. Cause I'm like, ooh, hot topic.
Yeah. So room shift.
Yeah.
Yes. And anyone who knows me, like, knows that I am very much 110% truth all the time.
Mhm.
Even if it's going to kill anything, it's better to be truthful.
Yep.
So I respond back, nope, always be 110% truthful. They respond back, now I'm not so sure how much to say since I don't know who you are. This does seem weird, doesn't it? It's kind of personal. Are you sure you don't mind? I said, no, I don't mind. So then they say, hey, maybe this is actually better in a way since you won't be biased. I said, facts. They respond with, I have a hard time talking to my wife about certain things. without going into too much detail. I mean, bedroom topics like fantasies, for example. Partly this is because of our religious upbringing. We aren't even really religious at all, but it's still tricky to us. I am the one who is always wanting to talk about things, not just about sex, but anything. It's really hard to get her to open up to me. Her whole family has always been like this, and I'm more the romantic one, if you know what I mean. I'm way more emotional than she is. So I guess you can say we're backwards.
Hmm.
So I responded.
Yes.
Okay, first, before we respond, like, because you're
What's
going to
everybody
tell
else's
us, yeah,
response?
like, yeah, my response, like, let's all weigh in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, as Matt, of course, I would like, dude, you got to be truthful.
Yeah.
Unless it puts your marriage or girlfriend at risk, at which point that might be something you have to hold back.
What do you mean at risk? Does it put
Yeah,
her
what do you
feelings
mean?
at risk? Like, what's
Not about the feelings, more or less like, let's say Lisa and I got a good thing going, right? We just started dating and those subjects haven't really come up yet. So you don't know where you stand, right? So instead of like being blunt like she would be like, hey, you like the backdoor stuff? You know, like you would be able to find out
how many
by
fingers in
dating
the
her.
asshole do you
Well,
need?
Do you eat the groceries?
Hold on.
I did
Anyways,
not know I was signing up for this today.
You should have known if I was here.
Right?
You know me well enough.
Yeah.
By the way, Lisa and I have been together for 19 years, married 17 of it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's the math on that.
I had to think for a second.
We have a 17-year-old.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get
there you
it.
go. But that's what I would have done. I'd have been like, you know, this is Matt.
This is Matt.
Hey, I'm going to tell you the truth.
This
of
is what I would do
think.
as
This
Matt.
is what I would do. And my answer would go along the lines of, how long you been together? Like, how have you figured this person out yet? Because I already know her answers.
Mm-hmm.
So those conversations, I already know the answers to them.
Right.
So then it would just be a dumbass question unless I'm trying to exit the relationship.
Correct.
Right?
Okay, fair enough.
What about you, Curtis?
Not Curtis. Curtis is not here.
Well, Matt.
Had to name my dog Curtis. the other night.
His name was Russell.
Got out the peanut butter.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So if I'm Matt, we're having these conversations.
Yeah.
Like, then that's what I'm telling. What's his name? Mark.
Mark.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Mark. So Mark, open up, dude.
Yeah.
Go straight to the point.
Yeah.
You've got to just plow through it.
And you know, I'd throw some random questions. They're like, "Hey, have you ever thought about us being together?"
Oh my god.
Just to give them something to think
just
about.
me and you.
Just to
Just
throw him
Mark.
off.
Let's
Just to
talk
throw him off
about
a little
this in
bit.
my.
But do you know who's really who you sent this text to, Mark?
Right.
Matt, right?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Matt.
say my answer is gonna be is that you've got two options. One, you can continue to live in misery, or two, you can have the conversations and say how you really feel and give them the expectations that you're expecting in the bedroom. And then if they don't deliver to those expectations, you then get to decide, do I continue to live in misery or do I just cut it off because I want to live happier? And you've got to decide what you're willing to live with. And you've already pretty much decided you're not willing to live with this anymore because you want more out of your sex life. And if you can't verbalize, hey, I want more out of my sex life, you're not with the right person anyways.
Yeah, you should be able to have that conversation for sure.
Yeah.
So I responded back.
Okay.
I said, I would say you guys need to plan a dinner and sit down and discuss it openly but deeply. Or if you don't think she's going to take that well, write things out and present them in that way. That will leave her with something that she can read over and over again and actually allow her to process exactly what you're saying instead of things getting heated in the moment if she doesn't agree.
And obviously, a choice of where to go to dinner could definitely help that out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you don't want to go to a
Okay.
place that's like so loud that you don't talk.
Like Chick-fil-A or
Mhm.
McDonald's
Texas
or
Roadhouse,
what
my
are we
God.
doing for dinner?
What's that dessert place we went to?
Better than
Cheesecake
sex.
Factory?
Better than sex. See,
Oh yeah.
now he should
Now
take her
there's
there.
That was
place to go.
quiet.
Oh,
That was awesome.
And then if she's like, "No, I'm not in."
Where
that
is this
stuff," and-
place at, by the way?
was it?
McKinney,
No, it was not McKinney.
like downtown McKinney.
No,
No, downtown Allen.
You can hear
Really?
the children in the
I
back.
believe so. Yeah.
There's always children in the background.
There is. So with that, like I think
Plano, sir. It's in Plano.
Plano. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all desserts and it's called Better Than Sex. Yes.
And they have
Better Than
wines that
Sex.
pair up with
Mark.
them.
Matt, Mike,
Ask-
Mark,
whatever you-
Matt.
ask him what like
Both
what
of y'all just probably need to meet up.
what
you need to
ask
meet
him like
Matt
what
there.
region is he from? Like what area is he in? You don't have to give me a city and state, but like are you like
He has an 805 area code.
But that
Not
doesn't
that
mean
really means
anything.
that that's where he lives.
No.
But
If you're listening, find out.
and
where
ask him how long
805
they've been
is from.
together. Like how
I
long
did ask that. He didn't answer that.
Oh,
back.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I told him that. And
We
then
should
he
send them the link to this.
he responds
should.
back and
Right.
he says,
Can we invite him on? What's his messenger handle? I'll put him on blast.
Shit.
He's like, and good
Honestly.
evening, sir. You are
Yes,
live.
you are
on
live.
air.
Yeah.
What is it?
Shit.
We'll mask your voice so you
Well,
don't sound the
I can bring him in.
Yeah. You could
Yeah, you could probably look them up with
you
this
could
phone
copy
number on
that and
Facebook.
send that to Lisa and in the messenger, and then Lisa can send this in the text message to him, and he
got it.
can be more than welcome to join.
I got you.
So who's gonna play Matt when he gets on?
Anybody.
Me.
We should just say
Call me Matthew.
we should all be Matt.
Yeah.
Like actually all our names are Matt. It's
Yeah.
crazy that
Yeah.
you'll be Matt, she'll be
I'm Mattina.
Matina.
Mattina.
He'll be Matt, I'll be Matthew.
I'd be Matilda. I've always liked Matilda.
Matilda.
Oh my
Invite
God.
sent.
Okay.
Okay. It's a messenger.
Yep. So everybody that's watching, just get ready.
Yeah.
This is about to get
Could
interesting.
be interesting.
This could be very interesting. Like, so we actually have a podcast where we talk about relationships. Would you like to join
right
right now?
right now.
We just started a whole nother trend.
If we can get the hanging pineapple, you think we get more viewers? Or
Probably.
Absolutely. I actually
Yeah.
have one in the kitchen.
Well,
It's not giving me a link though. It's only letting me
You
click
see
on
it?
it.
I said, I help you. Let me see. I help you.
all right, so who's watching right now? Can we see that?
Not unless I go to Facebook.
Okay, if you're watching, I want every single one of your friends in this
Just
room.
comment.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, just comment. Well,
That
but I
way we
want you
know
to
who's watching.
Invite some people in because this is going to be a good conversation. If you haven't caught up,
If he joins, I don't know if he's going to join because he hasn't answered back my last two
well,
questions.
we got a random text. My wife did, Lisa over there.
We weren't supposed to tell
and-
that. They were supposed to guess.
Well, he's not on here yet, so we're
Mm.
okay. So
Everybody that's watching is on Jen's page right now.
Mhm.
she's the popular one. Oh, that's cool though. That's cool. That's cool. We got to get people in here. So come on,
So
throw
the
some
chances
invites
with
in
that
there.
of us both knowing them are huge.
Because we definitely want to see if y'all can give some advice.
Yeah, it's
too.
not letting her forward the.
Like there's not a way to.
there's
copy
not
the
a way
link.
to copy the link. It's super weird.
I can click on it, but then it tells me that I'm
Mm.
joining the segment.
Yeah, and that's not what we want. Bump. So I hit that button right there.
Well, we just need his information. We'll just shoot him straight.
Yeah,
straight
so
in.
just to catch you up if you just came in. So we got a random text asking for advice, realized it was the wrong number, still asking for advice, all about,
Unbiased advice.
yes, unbiased
Relationship stuff.
stuff.
Is there a
so-
code or something? Can you do it differently, babe? Like, can you send it? It's actually, this is a MacBook. Copy the link and text it to her strictly. Copy. Hit the copy button. Hit the copy button. Copy.
I
You
got
don't want
Go
me-
down to
I
my-
got it.
Go down to my
I
messages.
I know,
Go down to my messages.
I know what you're saying. Quit yelling at me.
Don't raise your voice.
My name's Matthew.
Don't. She's top left. She's pinned. Top left. She's
Oh,
pinned.
I'm
She's before you.
Oh, I am so jealous.
That's a whole topic right there.
Control.
She's
base.
pinned before
Where's
you.
Bach again at?
You don't text me enough.
Ooh.
Not that I need you to.
I sent you a text today. Did you even get
Let's
that?
see what
Yeah, I
kind of
did.
text you're texting this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Look at that stud.
Hey.
Yeah, nothing much really. Just randomness.
Okay, so here we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Are you able to copy it now? Okay.
What do I say? Like, hey, why don't you join in?
Yeah. Hey, so I actually own a podcast about relationships and I'd like to have you on. Click the link to join.
Oh, shit.
You can give him a heads up.
Oh,
on it.
shit.
I would just throw it out there for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, here, click this.
Click this for relationship
Yeah.
advice.
Advice.
No charge.
No
Make sure you
charge.
put no charge.
Yeah,
on
no
it.
charge.
Us dudes are very concerned about that,
Bullshit.
especially broke asses like myself.
I'm gonna say you should totally join.
Yeah. It was a really hot topic when I saw that Lisa wrote, or he wrote like should you tell the truth right off the bat or whatever about how you feel, and I'm like, hell yeah, you should always tell the truth in your relationship. Like, because how are you going to build a relationship? That's not a relationship. That's like, I don't even know what you'd call that. If your person's not willing to tell you the full truth on something, you call them an acquaintance. I don't know what you call them. Like,
A good
Don't
time.
waste my time.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, okay. So after he says that, he's going to do the whole writing idea, that he likes that, then he says, but the thing is that sometimes I think about things like threesomes
Oh,
with another woman in our room. I know that sounds horrible, but wait, are you a man or a woman? And
okay.
how old are you? I need to be safe.
Okay, so time out. Is he my question now is he wanting somebody to join them in the bed, or is he just wanting somebody in the corner to watch them?
Ooh,
I don't know. He said
nasty.
threesome. I
Yeah.
would think joining.
Yeah, that's the way, but then there was a part of the sentence that made me go, "Wait, maybe he doesn't want the person actually joining, he just wants somebody watching."
You think it'd be creepier in one of those if you got one of those old?
I think it's definitely joining
Sitting
because he
in the
says with
corner.
another woman, though. From my understanding, like most people who mention that kind of stuff with watching, it's
Yeah.
a man. Like if it's a man and woman relationship, they want a man watching because it's appeasing to them to have another person watching them. But if it's a woman, it's because they want to be able to be involved with
A
both.
man wants another man to watch.
Yes.
Fuck that.
That's what I've always been told.
I don't even want my dog in the room.
No, I'm saying when they bring it up like that, like it's
What
usually
the fuck's wrong with people?
I have
It's
no idea.
crazy.
It's
What?
interesting.
If you need to watch, tune into a different channel.
Exactly. So anyway, I just responded back and said, "You're safe." That's all I said. And he says, "So do you not want to say your gender? You don't have to. I just think that men and women think completely differently on these things. And so I'm extremely curious what perspective I'm getting."
Oh
That
my
was just
goodness.
appropriate.
And then it says, "I have a feeling that I already know. I just would like to know for sure."
So would we.
Yeah.
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 So of course I responded back, "How long have you been married? What region are you in?" All these
Yeah.
things. And they don't even answer back anymore.
No, of course not. He's scared.
Mm-hmm.
He's scared.
Just tell him.
I mean, he's already given out so much information. Like
You-
he's
Right.
not
You're already
happy.
past the line. Like,
Yeah, he's
let me
already.
get some
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
Let's get you set
If
straight,
you
know?
what do you really feel like you want and or need from all of this? Like this is it just it's crazy.
Where could Mark be?
I don't know. He's scared.
Mark, show up.
I know we've invited you, Mark, but I don't know. I feel like if you open your relationship up to have other parties in your bedroom, you should just leave that relationship.
100%.
You
'Cause
should
that
just
means that you're not even in it anyways.
no, you're not.
It's just for the S and not for the L.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that you've reached a certain point where if you're trying to open up or have multiple partners or whatever, like, why not just go to dating? Like, why are you trying to lock down all these people and secure them in relationships, but only use them for certain specific things? Because multiple polygamy relationships that I've seen, it's like they've got it, each individual person and each individual
She brought up
relationship.
polygamy.
Yeah, each individual relationship.
I can't even spell that.
I
This shit's
can't
gonna
either.
get deep.
It is. Each it's no different than like when somebody has an affair. Like they've got the 80% at home, but they're out seeking the 20%.
Well, because the grass is always greener.
The
on
grass
other
is always
side.
green on the other side,
'Cause
right?
There's more
Is there?
dookie on that side. That's
Well,
what it is.
I
There's
get
what on
that.
that side?
Travels
I-
high over there.
Woo!
Yes, that's why it's
And
green.
big old steaming
That's
pile
why
of
it's
shit.
this beautiful green pasture. And you step over and
Yeah.
Yep.
yep.
I don't know. Like I just feel like it's like if you open up that door to have multiple people to start joining into your relationship, like
What
you
does
need
that do to your relationship?
what? Yeah,
though?
what does
What-
it do to your relationship?
What's the effects of that in your relationship immediately?
I don't know.
I
but
can't even.
there's-
I don't know. It's nothing
I
I
can't
want to.
fathom the thought of that, honestly.
Honestly,
Did you know about the T page these women are on?
So I've heard about this tea trend.
Bro,
Hold
Huh?
up.
I
Wait,
don't.
what?
I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what it is yet.
hold on.
If you know all about it, please explain it to us.
So I only get the secondhand version because I'm not on the page, so I'm not a chick. But
But I've seen that it's a trend on YouTube.
these girls,
You could be a Matina though
will-
and be on the page.
no,
Oh.
I'm
No.
very stern in who
Now
I
these
am.
girls are they're the tea, like they're the shit, right?
No, it's the tea. They're spilling the tea on these dudes
Yep.
that are with like
Get caught up,
multiple
boy. Get
amount
checked.
of females in it, and they'll post their picture up. Boom. Anybody know this guy?
Like a mugshot.
And like 30 bitches be like,
I'm
Mm.
Why
dating
we
him.
bitches?
Mhm.
Why are we bitches?
the other ones are, baby.
Oh,
Not you.
I was about to say.
You don't even talk on it.
I'll
You
come
just
across.
read.
I just read.
So
Mhm.
there you
And
go.
half the people I know, how many guys have I seen on
I
there that I
know,
know?
right?
And I'm like, oh my God, you
And
see what so and so says?
they're posting criminal records on
Yep.
there. They're posting everything on them. And I'm over here like,
Holy shit.
I can't even fucking deal with one the
Ha-
right way. Like, where's
Where's 30?
no, absolutely not. So
Hell no.
Something's mentally wrong with you, and you need to go heal your inner child
I've
if you
already
are
tried.
seeking that
Oh,
many.
never mind.
No.
Talking about them.
Yeah, like not you, but if you are out there with 30 different women and you are continuously doing this because you are getting a rush of some sort. You've got to go seek a therapist and heal your inner child so that you are not seeking that rush feeling.
Well, it's like a endorphin thing.
Yeah.
It's like I was reading this thing on showers, on cold showers. Take a cold shower in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
10
that's
to-
like the cold plunge
10 to
thing that
15
people are doing. Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes. It's supposed to increase your endorphins. Listen to this, more than cocaine.
Yeah.
And it lasts 4 times as long.
It's also
I
it's the
didn't
same
say
thing with
snort the
water.
Don't snort
It's
the cold
the
water.
same
okay?
thing with drinking
Do not
a-
snort water.
a full glass of water first thing when you wake up in the morning
Mm-hmm.
because it
Activate your body.
activates every one of your organs.
Mm-hmm.
So a full glass of water and then a cold ass shower and then
You be shitting like nobody's business.
you're either shitting or coming, one or the other.
Well, I hope I don't do either one of those on the way to work.
Or at the same time.
What is he doing in the car?
So-
I need a diaper.
No, but like, so those groups though, it's interesting because some of the guys that I respond, oh my God, I know them or I know this person or whatever. Like they have criminal record. Women are so bad these days about, oh, he's showing me attention. I'm just going to jump at him. And they don't stop, especially if they have kids at home. They don't stop to think about what his criminal record is or what his background is or why he's not with his wife anymore
Yeah.
or what. So we have like one of the recent ones. He is a registered pedophile.
Gross.
He has been continuing
There's
with
a cure to that.
telling his wife that they are working things out, but telling these women that he's single and that he's been divorced and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-mm.
And then come to find out he has a warrant out for his arrest this whole time. And granted, it was for something totally different, but this girl ends up, the daughter opened up at her middle school stating that he had been doing things to her when the mom hadn't been home. And the mom still continues to have him in her home. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, at what point do you guys realize the jeopardy that you're putting your kids into?
Right. So there's a website. It's really amazing and it's super inexpensive. I think it's like $20 or $29.99 a month. It's called truthfinder.com. And you can put in somebody's phone number and find out just about everything just from that particular phone number.
Maybe these women don't want that. Maybe these women are looking for this guy that's the player, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they want that.
They think that they want that lifestyle until they get it. All good girls want a bad boy. That's just how it is. Until they figured out what entitles a bad boy.
So
it's awful.
But there are people that live this way literally daily. I know of 2 right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That I can say that they actually live this way every single day of their life.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It is sick.
Especially when there's kids involved.
Oh God, yeah. Like it's one thing if you are like, for me, for instance, like when I first got divorced, we were 50-50. Anybody and everybody that everybody, like I was dating multiple people, but anyone.
There's a whole phase for
right?
sure.
Yeah. So like and thank you for letting me through that, by the way. But so anybody that I was interested or going on a date with was during the time that I did not have my children. Like there was an allocated time for me to be focused on me, and there was allocated time for me to be focused with my children. And I have to say I appreciated that about the 50-50. I don't now because obviously like, you know, I don't want the 50-50, but they're like, that's what I'm getting at is it's like, if you want to have that relationship with those people and have that, that bad boy or you're attracted to them or whatever, like without your kids, like separate that. They don't need to be introduced to your children.
No, they don't. And why are you doing that anyways? Why are you introducing a child?
It's a whole mental thing.
Why?
It's ridiculous.
Why would you introduce your child to someone else or someone else's children that that child is not going to ever see again?
Right.
Well,
Most likely. That is so much trauma for a child.
The girl in Dallas, she ended up finding out that he had a whole wife at home and messaged the wife, like trying to be like, hey, do you know your husband's doing this? And he found out and murdered her.
Oh my God.
It made news. It was
the
all over
wife,
national news.
The wife or the girlfriend? Which one did
the girlfriend got murdered.
Oh.
Is this a recent?
Yes. You can look it up. It's like in the last 3 or 4 months.
And
It's been all over the
It was a
page.
DFW area?
That T page, there was like 5 billion comments on it.
It was
Especially after
insane.
that happened. It was insane.
So you're saying there's a whole page for the T?
The T.
There's pages.
Where?
It depends on your area.
There's pages.
Look,
where's it at?
The reason
on
why
Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
Oh, gotta find it.
The reason why there's so much tea is because these guys are teabagging the crap out of these girls.
Oh,
that is what's happening.
That's awful.
That's what's going on, and they all got to get. I applaud them for doing that.
For putting them out.
For putting them out.
Yeah.
But they're doing it way late. Like to me, if something happened,
they're waiting until they've reached like their final "I'm done with this shit" point before they finally put it out there.
Yeah, like let's say something happens and I'm out there dating again. I got a checklist. First one's going to be like, what gender are you? And then
what were you No, the first one is what gender were you born?
Okay.
And what gender do you identify? Yeah.
Yeah. What sex are you? Like, is there a wang or is there a thing? Like that's the
wang
first question.
Or thing.
If it whatever they are now answers thing, that's disqualification.
Yeah.
And then the next ones go, what's your criminal background?
Yeah.
Like I can look it up or you can tell me.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at next.
I hired a private investigator who gave me all of Jason's.
Could you like?
I'm serious.
Hello.
Just so you know, I haven't seen your picture on.
It was my PI.
It was your PI.
Hold on, she hired your own PI.
I did.
She retained my PI for my information.
I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got hers too.
Yeah, but I honestly, not that he was like, you don't have shit. And I'm like, yeah, I got nothing.
I'm pretty boring.
I got nothing.
I got a little list.
Yeah, he has a little bit, but that's like the whole truth though, right? Like he was honest before the report even came back. He was like, this is what it's going to say.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead and look me up in Truth Finder.
Yeah.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, but what you get out of a PI is way more than a Truth Finder.
Yeah.
Well,
not everybody has PI money.
Dude, PI will give you every phone number that you've ever been listed to,
every
address,
every email address,
every email address you've ever had.
Yes.
Every
Facebook account. Yes.
Credit report.
Fucking everything on your ass.
Full credit report on somebody. It's got all that stuff.
Oh my God. Like, and even like I even
need a PI.
Yeah. So like I even
CRPI.
got information like, I mean, there's one of the reports that we pulled on a person, and I'm leaving this very vague for a reason.
Sure.
We'll call him Matt.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark's a good guy. We're talking about Matt.
Yeah. So I mean, all the way down to like filed for bankruptcy, when they filed for bankruptcy, what they lost, how many cars they've had, how many name changes they've had, why they don't use that old name anymore. Like it's fucking good. Like if you're gonna be around my kids, I'm gonna know why. And I'm gonna know who and I'm gonna know how.
And look, this is like, ladies, if you're dating, you need to check out before shit goes wrong.
Before you have the sleepover, you need to know.
Yes. And the first time he raises his voice, like any kind of
sleepover.
Temperament.
Or if he raises it, slap the shit out of him, see how he does then.
There you go.
No, don't. Because then you're getting DV on yourself.
Place.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but there's definitely signs that many, many people ignore.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Narcissists are really good about putting on a mask, and they will show you glimpses of what's behind it. You just have to be watchful for them and aware of them and call them out for what they are. Don't make excuses for the times that mask slips down, because then you're signing up for a life of torture.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of times where women are just attracted to the material things that men have that are single.
That goes both ways too.
Maybe they have a really nice truck, or maybe they've got a boat. maybe they're showing like they have money,
I knew this
Mhm.
girl that had this
and they
purple
don't
Civic one time.
necessarily have money,
Right.
but they're making themselves appear like they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been
Hell,
told
for
that's
all
called
you know, they've
hooterage.
got nothing, and then you're going out to dinner, and now he's asking you to pay the bill.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I forgot my wallet in my wife's purse.
Yeah,
You know, and you're like, hold on,
right,
wife.
right there next to my
We
balls.
done
Yeah.
what? You know, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you don't hear me clinging when I walk. So,
My
Yeah.
money don't jiggle jiggle.
nope.
It folds.
Remix.
I can see you wiggle wiggle.
Wiggle. Oh show. Yeah.
Are
I
we-
don't-
do we got Mark in here yet?
No, he didn't want to join.
Do we have his phone number?
We do.
Oh
We
yeah,
can look him up on Facebook.
we can look him up on PI Finder.
Ooh.
Lisa's like,
What did he say?
What's his phone number?
He won't answer back now.
no.
Mark, come on.
Slide the info.
Just look him up. Send him a direct invite. Here come.
Marky Mark.
I wonder if
Is
he
this
has
Mark
a funky
Wahlberg?
bunch with him. For the longest time, Lisa didn't know that Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch.
I didn't.
Really?
No, I didn't listen to all that stuff.
I love their family. I love the
Yeah,
whole Wahlberg
do
family in
too.
general.
I don't know. I get past the khakis and the khakis, and I don't know what to do.
It's sad that they lost their mom and that she got diagnosed with MS. That was really, really sad. She was the rock of that family and that held all those boys together. So it was sad when she passed away.
That movie Four Brothers he did, that's probably one of my
Deep
favorites.
search here.
That was a good movie. Yeah.
That was a good movie. Hey, while we're on topics about like movies and shows,
Yeah.
Sweet Magnolias.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Mm-hmm.
That is a banger, even for a dude. What are you doing?
Oh, you're not on you. Oh, you're.
You're on Lisa's?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. No, you're not.
I just put you on blast right here.
Oh God.
He doesn't have to show anything.
He's probably not going to answer. He's probably freaked the fuck out.
He's like, oh God,
He's
this is
my
probably
wife.
my
Come on,
wife I'm
Mark.
talking to right now.
Mhm.
Oh, Mark.
Come to me, Daddy.
Just so y'all know, this stuff does not normally happen in my studio.
Mm-mm. No.
If I was a fly on the wall.
Right.
Just answer the phone, bro.
You know, when we know how to find you, we'll find you. We'll. Oh God.
Now he's doing it. Hold on, why am I ringing? Are you calling me?
Are you Mark?
Bro, what are we doing here?
Is that you? The fuck? Are you? Is this your number?
805 something something. It's the last text message in there.
Why is that?
Messaging me.
He
I
doesn't know
don't how to
Androids.
work this thing.
Yeah.
No problem.
Let Chris
Oh, I
try and
click
call him.
on. I got it.
Boy, and
I
he
was
if
like,
he has
what the
a
heck?
if Mark has a
Actually, yeah, let me do that since
Yeah.
I'm the husband.
I don't know
There you
if
go.
I'm doing that right. There you go.
He doesn't know. So
This
Is it ringing?
interesting.
if he has how does it work with FaceTime for like Android to like how do you know if he has an
I
Android or
already sent
Apple?
the invite.
I'm gonna send it one more time.
I don't know.
Mm.
I said answer the phone.
Let me talk to you, brother.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Dang,
Now
you're
now
pretty
I'm
good at that.
now I'm curious about like what conversation did those
I
two
worked this
men
muscle
have
out.
before the text message was even
Correct.
initiated?
Yes.
He only missed
and
the
why?
number by one number.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. One number's off in the text message.
Hmm.
I wonder if he'll ever run back into
I just said I'm a dude. I can help you, brother.
Yeah, there you go.
That way there's no.
Yeah.
Guy on guy stuff going on over there.
I
Mm.
mean,
Think so?
we'll see.
Oh.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Maybe it is a dude on dude.
Chris broke it.
Ooh.
Maybe he's trying to like figure out a way to
Is
get.
there the T for guys?
Yes.
I bet you there is.
Is there?
There
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
No, like guys dating girls. I would
Yeah.
imagine there's.
No, I'm like
There
guys
is.
with 30 guys.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
And you're
Oh,
at
that I don't know.
12%, so we wouldn't get much of them if he.
Yeah. And two, like another good thing though about those groups, y'all, is that AIDS.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
rise.
There's a lot of women that will go on there and say after the fact, of course, like, oh my gosh, I've been diagnosed with this and it was linked back
Checklist.
to this person, blah, blah, blah. And so they'll share their pictures. They'll share everything. What's her name's dude that she almost married? Remember the girl that lived in the apartments with teenagers? They drank all the time, and then like they got into a fight and she kicked him out, and the girls were always at our house.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ended up
Michael.
getting back with them.
That was a
He's been
Michael.
posted on there like 5 freaking times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a local group?
Yeah.
No, this
like
is a Texas group that he's posted
yeah,
in.
it's
Are we
Texas,
dating
yeah.
the same
Why
guy?
am I not finding these types of groups?
Well, it doesn't say
They
like
won't-
T.
They won't let
It's like-
you join because you're a male. It's a women only group.
identify differently.
So maybe I'll join and I'll just give you
Yeah.
access.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Expose the T.
Expose the tea. Why not?
But that's good too.
You have my phone.
Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah.
Shows you how much like they
They're
just
oblivious.
they just don't dig. Like
Yeah,
they
no.
don't dig into what we've
I
got
mean, I
going
have
on in
nothing
our
to
lives.
hide,
No,
whatever.
exactly.
Is it like Texas something or another, babe?
Um,
You don't have to say it out. That
No, it's
or if there's women watching, they can get
Yeah.
on there.
Absolutely. I don't have my phone with
yeah.
me.
See
I
if
left
your
it out
man's
there.
on there. Are we dating the same guy?
I think you can just search that. Like, are we
Yeah,
dating the
it'll-
same
Are
guy?
we-
It'll bring up.
Are we dating
different-
the same guy,
Yeah.
Dallas? So here we
That's
are.
one of them.
There you go.
There you go.
And
Yes.
so because there's different
Are you
groups
dating
based
the
off of
same
what
guy?
like what region or whatever.
Correct.
And I recently just saw this like, and it could have been a skit, but it was funny because it was like,
Right.
oh yeah, my wife's in work for Colorado. And he was like, my wife's in work for
There you
Colorado.
go.
And then he was like, oh yeah, she's from this small town. I was like, my wife's from this small
Oh,
town. And it was like
nice.
the more they just kept sharing more and more and more
found
things.
out they're
And
the
it was
same
the
wife?
same
Yep.
freaking chick. And I'm
Yep.
like, damn, is that real?
Yeah,
Like-
girls are scandalous too. Yeah,
I know, but like why is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know how they live it, like how they keep it up. There was just recently a dude in
I
McKinney
gotta
with that exact same situation. He has a whole family here with 4 kids, and he's very, very well known in the public figure world.
Go figure.
But he has a family also in Oregon
Mm.
with 2 kids, and they're younger. He's been married to that girl for like 4 or 5 years, and their kids are younger.
Why the hell are
So-
these women putting up with this shit?
Listen to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Are you married to the same guy? This is what the page looks like.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Get on that page. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this one guy that
Yeah.
looks like he went to Baylor. He's a little buff dude, but it says talking to multiple people, found out by multiple girls. Then he tried to unfollow me so his other hoes wouldn't find out. But he ain't it.
What's the comments on that?
Oh, let's get into it.
Yeah.
He was posted like last week or so. Y'all, he was posted like yesterday, not even playing.
Drink.
Wasn't he on here a couple days ago? Like,
You want water?
oh, look
Oh, sorry.
here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Brought to you by Liquid Death.
Mhm.
Kids
This
brought to you
one
by
chick,
Liquid
I
Death.
saw him on Tinder. Another one, I commented on his post and about him a few days ago for an anonymous woman. Was it the same woman?
Probably.
How many
And
people?
ladies, if y'all are watching this, we're not exposing
Yeah, I'm not going to
individuals in the group. So
Yeah.
please
No.
don't
No.
think that whatsoever. We will
No.
not
Yeah.
do that to you
No.
guys. Safety is number one.
Yeah,
But we're saying this more or less for you ladies. Y'all need to know
there
about
are
these
groups out there
will
that you
protect
can go
you.
search.
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
know someone named Eric Blood?
Yeah, that's our homeboy.
Hey,
Yeah.
He says you broke it.
What's no, we didn't break it. We didn't break it. Hey, so big shout out to my number 1 fan out there, my best friend, my BFF, 40 years old like me.
I thought
Right around
that
the
was
corner.
me.
Well, you are
Dude, they
here.
go back
Damn it.
childhood, man.
I
That's our
mean,
Florida boy.
Look, I came from Alaska. I was wearing shorts and flip flops. I get on the bus, everybody's wearing bubble jackets, and he was the only one crazy enough to go, "Hey, you can sit over here if you want to." And I sat next to him. Ever since then, boom, like it was
Best
good.
friends.
Yeah, best friends.
There you go.
Right on.
Yeah,
Shout out to Eric.
yeah.
You
There's
rock.
multiple dudes on here that like it just seems like all these chicks. You know any juicy ones on here? Like here's one with
I'm
like
sure they're all juicy.
You
Yeah,
got to
they're all
read the
juicy.
comments.
You just got to read.
You're
Yeah,
just
so-
side man. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm what?
That's his Texas
Jason.
man.
He's-
Oh,
no,
I'm
he's
just-
saying
Jason.
yeah.
I'm just a side
Look,
boy.
I got something to keep me busy while I'm up here in Texas.
I guess
bro.
we need to create a page for that too, though. You know.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Side man DFW. I'm running on Diggle Diggle.
That's
Um,
funny.
Info.
Yeah, but it's a good site. I was trying to call it out so that
And we let the
Other-
girls talk about it.
let them talk about it.
Mhm.
They know how to work this side.
I don't know how to work this site because I never, even when I was in the dating world, I just wasn't there. That wasn't my mindset. And I downloaded Tinder and it was overwhelming. Like
Ooh.
it was just gross and it was too much. I couldn't handle it.
What about
And
Grinder?
no, I didn't even know that one
Mhm.
was a thing.
That's a homosexual thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Mhm.
What about pegging?
What about it? How much of it every week do you like it?
I do not.
I didn't think
I don't
so.
participate in the peg.
Yeah.
But I hear there's a guy on Tinder that does.
Yeah. Like their opening lines will be like, I like toes. Can I suck your toes? And they'll be like, how, I don't know. I can't.
Can I keep
Can
the
you
jam?
can you put this thing on and
Yeah.
do this to
Ugh.
me?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's gross, man. I'm good.
Why do I need to put
Uh-huh.
something on? I got something.
Yeah.
What the
You're
fuck?
crazy.
You want me to put it? You want me to put it around backwards and like
Oh my God.
put it on my back? Oh, that was a loose one.
Oh
Loose.
gosh.
That's
Prolapsed.
crazy.
No, I just can't imagine. I just
Hey.
can't imagine having multiple people in your relationship. Like,
Since-
why?
Since we're on the butthole topic, who's seen Nair my butt hair?
No.
No,
What?
Uh,
No,
it's a
thank you.
YouTube video.
it's a viral YouTube video.
He
No,
legit shows everything.
It's whole undercarriage.
for real. Like I
Going
did-
going back to the group, this is another one.
Stop me.
Another
Ugh.
example is, so this lady posted, she did an anonymous post, but she posted like she's been with this guy for 14 years. She's the mother of
Wow.
his kids.
Wow.
And she was coming on here to warn women, and she says his name and the city and stuff that he's in.
Mhm.
And then sends like a screenshot of one of the text messages that he sent her, like dogging her out, cussing her out, all this stuff. And she says, I seriously wanted to raise my kids in a 2-parent household so bad that for years I've accepted this. It's gotten so physical that he will literally come in, fight me. I fight back, and he just busts me up as much as he can and then goes on about his day as normal.
That's some bullshit.
Last time
Mhm.
was about a year ago, and it no longer affects me. However, my best friend that has been with him for the last year now is dealing with the same thing, and she's pregnant. How do I get her out of this?
Her
You
best
can't.
friend?
You can't.
Did you say her best friend?
Yeah.
That's the thing, though, is like,
So how much? All right.
her best friend had to have known this was going on.
Whoa.
You know,
What'd you
like
do?
she had to have known that this was going
Yeah.
on.
So, but how do you let? Oh, I hate this
Because
conversation.
it goes back to,
How do you let your best friend into that situation?
You-
And why are you still best friends?
thank you. But, and I look at it from the other side, like, okay, I know that this is going on.
You're
Also need
keep
a
going,
soundboard.
Lisa. I'm listening.
Like, my thing is, as a best friend, if you're really that person's best friend, you know that this is going on in their home. They've had to have
Absolutely.
said something to you about it. You've had to suspected it something at some point. So what would make you think he's going to treat you any different, for one? For two, why would you risk your friendship with your best friend? And for three, how is that even attractive at all? Like, why would you want
How are
anything
you
to do with
best
that?
friends?
Correct.
I want to know the answer just
And
to
why
that.
is she trying to get her out of it? Like, she didn't help you for 14 years get
No.
away from it.
So here to that, like you can never, ever, 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 ever convince anyone to leave. You can never
No.
talk them into it. You can't even help them come up with a plan.
Mm-mm.
There's no getting her out of it. There's just not. She's going to continue to take what she's going to continue to take until she decides she's not going to not anymore.
Or she wanted it. Like she saw that happening. Maybe she saw that. Why do I keep going to that camera? Sorry.
I don't know. There you go.
There we go. Why, as a woman, would you want to enter into a relationship knowing that it's already an abusive one and you're this person's best friend?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, why are you even entertaining this? Why is
You know what it boils down to? The ring theory.
oh yeah?
You
What's-
heard of the ring theory?
No.
Okay, so when I was single and I would go work at Spinnaker, I'd serve tables. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't married. I started seeing all these other people making more money. They're married. Right? They got the ring on. So I went and got me a ring, put it on my finger.
Yeah.
I went and got me pictures from Walmart, put them on my little book. And I started making boatloads of cash. It's a
Really?
psychology of women and men both. So not just one, but a
Mhm.
lot of women look at it more is they know it's already taken. So I want it. They know what's going on over there. So I want it. and they
Mhm.
think they want something, and then they get into the middle and they're like, shit,
I really don't want this.
Mhm.
no. And
This
that's
is
the
a lot
problem.
of
That's
hard
why I was talking
work.
about
This is a lot
checklist
of this.
earlier.
This is
Like,
a lot of that.
check those lists off first. Look, don't be afraid to interview somebody for your life. I mean, you would interview somebody for your job, right?
Yeah,
Like on a
Mhm.
real note.
Mhm.
for real.
And if they're shit, you wouldn't hire them. Hello. And then if you got kids, to
Don't
back
bring
that
them
up,
into your house.
Yeah.
nah, I would
Oh.
make sure. Be honest, obviously. Like, yeah, I got kids, but they don't get to see the kids until
No, not
5
for a
months
long
down the
fucking
road,
time.
6 months down the road, when it feels like, okay, this person's legit. But these girls in this generation and the way that things are going, they're stupid enough to eat Tide Pods. Yeah, they're stupid enough to get in a relationship like that.
It's hard for me to fathom the mindset of some of
No.
these people.
And it's the guys too, though. I mean,
I know.
guys
I'm
get
just
into
saying we're
relationships
on.
too, where women dictate every move and control every move and all that too. And it's one of
yeah.
those things of like, and a lot of it, and I hate to say this, but a lot of it has to do with upbringing. If the mother was very much the main
Eric's right about that.
honcho in the relationship, then they get into relationships feeling like the person has to be their mother all the time. So they expect that from the female too. And so
Yeah.
it definitely does go both ways, and it sucks. And it's
Yeah.
like, we got to try and prevent it. And then you've got things like, they get on this whole subject too of dress code, and how you wear this is representing your body, and how you do this is what you're welcoming into your life, and the music you listen to, or the people you hang out with. It's a whole thing, but it's at the end of the day, like, you are responsible for making your own decisions for your life. And especially if you're a parent, father or mother, whatever, you're responsible for those kids and what you're bringing around them.
I mean, he's got a good
Absolutely.
point. Like straight up, like sometimes they are pretty well hidden.
Mhm.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Is like, eventually that shit comes out.
Yep.
And so if you haven't introduced them to the family and the kids, and you're just dating, you're not jumping in the bed with him or her, or they or them, or
Mhm.
whatever it
Mhm.
turns out to be, whoever you decide you want to be with, you will start to find out really what the objective is.
Mhm.
I mean, it's how it works.
It's right there.
Well,
Yeah.
and I'll even touch like what Eric is talking about, or at least how I'm taking it, is like, it is very well hidden. A lot of people, if you look at my childhood, for example, I had a very, very rough upbringing, like physically, mentally, sexually, the whole 9 yards. And all of the people who were closest to my family thought we had this perfect Christian home life,
Yeah.
but we didn't go to church. We didn't pray. We didn't do any of that stuff. Like,
Perspective of people is a
correct.
lot.
Exactly. And it's an
social
image.
and social media has magnified that.
Correct.
The perception of people has been magnified based on
Mhm.
social media, because we post our highlight reel.
reels. Yeah.
You're only highlighting portions of things,
Mhm.
and then people think that's your entire life, and it's far from the truth.
Yeah. Well, and for my
And we do this on purpose, honestly.
Yeah,
Jen and
trying to
I
give that
purposely put things on things for certain people to view,
Mhm.
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 and you can tell that it works because
Oh, of course.
we get the comments and the
Mhm.
messages back like, "This is what you're doing. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're
Must
doing
be
this."
nice.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep posting that. Y'all just keep watching.
Believing it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and look, the internet is not always true.
Mm-mm.
You got to know that.
Mhm.
So beyond looking at their Facebook profile, their Instagram, their stupid looking chat filter things, get beyond that stuff. Like, dig into them and
Mhm.
do it early. The earlier you do it, the better you're gonna find out.
Yeah. And don't have these conversations via text message. You guys need
No,
to
geez, no.
you need to be having them like via FaceTime or actually in person. This is not something that you email or you text or whatever.
Mm-mm.
You
You
need
Hell
to be
no.
able
need to
to
hear the emotion.
You need to see the
You-
body
Yeah.
language.
Yeah, you need to see the
You
body
need to
language.
know what's going on. You've got to feel like you need a voice too, not just a text.
Mhm.
You need a
Mhm.
voice. You need to know how that feels coming at you. You need the body language coming at you. You
Yeah.
need there's a lot.
Yeah. And to that too, like a lot of people like are like that are jumping off into new relationships, and they'll go and they'll have dinner for the first time or their first date or whatever. And the whole time they're hearing how crazy the ex was. Oh, the ex is
Mhm.
crazy. The ex is crazy. The ex is crazy. And then that should be your number one red flag to reach out and talk to that ex.
But
Yeah.
let's rewind a little bit. Let's start at the person.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, you're messy. You're messy people. And
We all are.
sometimes I know,
We all are.
but if I was to redo things with Lisa, I would have I would have changed myself before I got into a relationship with her. So if you're out there and you're single, we know a friend that's been single like since forever, right? We'll call her
Samantha.
We'll call her, yeah, that's pretty close. We'll call her Samantha. Samantha is a good girl. She's absolutely nutty. Okay. But she's got good values. She can't save a car's life for its life. She wrecks every car she's ever had, which makes me worry a lot. And she drives a motorcycle.
Oh,
No idea
that's
how
not
she
good.
does not
We
wreck
do
the
not know
motorcycle.
how she has not crashed a motorcycle. Every
Scary.
car. Yeah, it's
Love her
scary,
to death,
right?
though.
And what I see on her page is she's always looking to date somebody
Mhm.
and always trying to date. And she lost somebody that she was dating that she was very much in love with, right? And obviously that's going to mess her up more,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
right? So how about take a step back and say, forget everybody else and do you
Mhm.
and figure you out. She recently
has
is on a
recently
path,
started doing that.
you know,
Yes.
towards Christ, which is fantastic. Like this
amazing.
is something I've never seen out of her. I'm like, this is good
That is
because
good.
she's going to find some
She
answers
quit
about
drinking.
herself. She's going to become, you know, self-reliant. She's going to be self-sufficient. I mean, I think she still lives with her mom. I'm not sure about
Nope.
that. No,
She
she's out
has
of
her
there.
own place. She actually lives in our old townhouse from when Aiden was a year old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Now we have to go visit just so I can go, I remember.
That's a
Which-
great valid point. What you're talking about
Uh-huh.
is
Yeah.
if you fix yourself first, everything will fall in place.
Yep.
Yep.
The
And then-
person that you're looking for will land right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you meet somebody you really like we just watched Sweet Magnolias or Sweet Magnolia, and these two started off hot and heavy, and they're like, hold on a second, like we were never friends.
Mm-hmm.
We never like seen what, like, I don't even know what
Yeah.
color you like Jason and I are going to date. I mean, I don't know what color he likes. I'm assuming purple because we're lit up like it, but that doesn't know. I don't know if he likes
No.
liquid death over just straight tap water out of a hose or something like that. Like you got to figure those things out first.
There's a lot of foundational
Yep.
conversations.
Are you on
and we talk-
probation?
We
Yeah.
talk about this a
Yes.
lot. So
Yeah. How many
you
times
got to
have you
build
been
a
to jail?
foundation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you can build a foundation, you got to fix the dirt.
Mhm.
So you got to
sometimes that
pull all
dirt's
that
deep.
trash out of that dirt before you
Mhm.
can lay the foundation down.
And that might be your red flag there. Like, I don't want to deal with all that dirt. Like, I need
Mhm.
somebody that has less dirt.
Yep.
Hey, look, you're great. You're a great person, but not for me.
Not for me.
Because
Yeah.
I've already got all my junk to deal with. And
I've
What are
already
they gonna
cleaned
look
the
like?
dirt up.
it'd be like a woman traveling for 1 day trip. They have 8 bags of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
But
That
there are
was
so
rude.
many people
That
out
was
there
rude.
that
That
don't.
was accurate. That's facts.
I feel triggered.
Thank you, Tom McDonald.
There are so many people that
we
don't
get a
dig into
coloring book
that
in
though.
here,
They
please?
just go. They just jump 2 feet into the dude that's got or the chick that's got 30 different relationships going on.
Or
And
just
they
because they
don't
got a
give a
flashy
shit.
car. Like,
Mhm.
oh, he drives a flashy car. I gotta be in that car with him. I didn't get my really flashy car until I was 37.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I already
That's a
had the
sore
woman to
subject.
go with it.
Right.
Mm.
A really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to lay the foundation. And as a woman, and I watched a really good, and Jason sent this to me this morning. I watched a really good reel that talks about what are men really getting out of relationships now with women? What is the true benefit of getting a woman? Like now they're not getting purity. Like they're not getting a woman that's, typically, and I'm talking about like across the board on
So
average, the
the-
majority.
Everything is shifted from the way that society looks at men and women from
Yeah.
a relationship perspective. So
Oh, yeah.
now the women are the ones that are creating they're the ones relieving the relationship. They're the ones leaving first.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are, instead of before where the men are the ones leaving to go seek things out.
But have you looked at why?
So
Yeah.
The statistics show
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the women are no longer putting up with
With
the
the
cheating,
shit.
the lies,
Yeah.
the laziness, the
Right.
providing, the being a mother.
Right.
Well, what about the good men that are there?
Right.
Because there's
And that's what she
that
was
situation.
referencing, is she was referencing that women were like, he's meeting,
Shots fired.
he's checking off the boxes where he's like, he's providing for his family, he's going to work, you
Right,
have a roof
right.
over your head,
Yeah.
you have a car to drive, you're at home with your kids, like he's providing and checking off all of the necessity boxes, but he's not going above and beyond to necessarily make you feel loved. You're
Mm.
not in domestic violence, but you're not loved. You don't desire the moment he walks in the door.
you don't feel sexy.
Yeah, you don't feel like you are legit feeling and fulfilling a nanny position.
Oh, I got something to add to this. Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead, Nanny.
Sorry, but no, like you are, and that's that's what she was getting at, was like, it's a decent man and a decent woman, but then in the end, what benefit did he get from the marriage? Like, he probably should have never gotten married because it wasn't what he wanted. It wasn't what his true desire was. And so now she convinced him, that was like, hey, let's get married. But ultimately, she was the one that benefited, because now she's getting paid to take his kids. She wasn't getting paid before. Now she's getting paid to take his kids. She gets every other weekend off. She's getting all these benefits by leaving. And it's like,
and
We've
then
seen it.
and then
how
she
many
does
times?
it.
Yeah.
And
How
then
many
she does
times?
it
Where does
over and
that
over
come
and
from?
over.
she does it over and over and over again.
That's
She
a
just keeps
government
doing
promotion.
it to get paid.
Yeah.
There are women that just do that.
Oh, we know several. Yeah.
I know. So do I.
I know we probably all have personal relationships with some.
Right.
And they live
You know?
much, much better financial lives than I do. And we own 4 businesses.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. And they get every other freaking weekend off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But to
that's
clip
big
back-
bullshit.
To clip back what she was saying, you know where the real issue started? It's gone back from the traditional marriages.
Yes.
Man and woman, a man is to provide. A woman is to be able to take care of that man. It
Yes.
starts like, look, with me, it's God, me, my wife, my kids, my family.
Yeah.
Everything past that, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
The problem is now it's God, the kids, the wife, then me, or it's
Or
God.
sometimes it's even the friendships and
Yeah,
the and
put
the
friendships first.
the friendship. Well, even
God's not even placed.
God
in a
doesn't-
lot of
Oh, yeah.
God doesn't
situations.
even a
Yes.
part of that. It's like friendships, my boys, the clubs I'm a part of, and then I've got time for my wife, and then maybe I'll see the kids. Like, it's their priorities are so broken.
But let's
Mhm.
just go open.
Yeah.
Let's just say you're not a believer. That's
Yeah.
okay. For me, my foundation has to be God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot build anywhere past that. And if I don't have that, then there's no me.
Yeah.
Then there's no wife. Then I live in this world of what we live in now.
Well, what the
living-
problem with
you
that,
laid them out
Yeah.
perfectly, like the
Hang
way
on,
that
time
it
out.
should be.
time out. The problem is that if you don't believe in a God, you think you become God yourself. And that's the problem, is you
That-
cannot, you've
Yes.
got to believe in a God, whatever it is. I'm not pushing you towards one denomination or another, but you have to believe in a higher power so that you yourself do not become the only God in your life.
That's facts. So now you've got the generational roles have changed.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'll be honest, Lisa is the breadwinner, right?
Yeah.
I was unemployed in October. This is something that her and I have talked about a few times. And since I was unemployed, I got depressed over it. Like, I'm like,
Sure.
even though she's assuring me like, hey, I got you, everything's okay, I can take care of it.
I
It
know how
wasn't
that
about
feels.
that. It wasn't about that. It
It's
wasn't
about being a man
it's about being a man.
and being a provider.
Exactly. And that's built into our body,
It
into our
is.
souls. And when we don't feel like that, that foundation is still there. But now it's
Yeah,
like,
but it's getting broken down.
I got to think about her first because she's putting all this work out. And then I go, well, because I'm at home, I need to think about the kids first. And then, well, I could think about me here, but then we got dishes, we got laundry, we got this stuff. And then
You don't have time for you.
I get lost in the bottom of the laundry basket.
Yeah.
So doesn't that give a wild perspective to how your wife feels? Like, she probably, that exact feeling of like, I feel lost in all of this. There's a point in time where the woman feels all of those feelings you just listed, for the pure fact of, well, I could think about myself here, but I've got the kids and the dishes and the sports. And by the way, I need to plan out a week's worth of groceries. Like, doesn't it
Not-
give you perspective on how she could feel?
It already has, clearly.
Yeah.
But not to be funny, but a woman's always going to think like that. It's engraved into a woman's brain that that's how they think about it. You will always put somebody else first before you will put yourself.
Absolutely. No, I wasn't.
Doesn't fall into the foundation.
Right.
And, Lisa's a great person. I've never met a greater person in my life. I know for sure that I have the right person.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about the men's side. You said, what do men get out of it? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So me, here I am. I can't provide. I'm not as great at cooking. And I'm the
I was
best
going to
cook.
say, you're the cook.
I'm the best cook around. Anyways,
You just
but-
reminded me that I got ribs on the smoker. Thank you.
yeah, I smelled it walking out. Anyways, so here I am thinking like I'm kind of useless at this point because if I want to go get gas, I gotta go, hey hun, can I?
Yeah, that's hard to
Like-
do for a man, isn't it?
No, it's absolutely
Can I have some money?
nerve-wracking. Yeah, exactly. And then when you spend it, how do you feel?
Like shit.
Like shit.
Like
You're
I got to replace that.
Yeah, you're like,
And how the
"Damn."
fuck am I going to replace that?
Yeah, I couldn't replace my engine in my car.
Yeah.
I could never afford it. She did it. Was I thankful for it? Hell yeah, I was. I'm like,
Yeah, but now you feel like you're in debt to something, or you have
Well-
to. You feel like as a man, you feel like you
I
have to
should
go
have been
do
able to
something
do that
else.
myself. And I should have been able to take care of my family the same way.
Yeah.
And so, recently I got a new job. And what I did is I went outside the norm of what I would normally do. I
Yep.
went back to roots of like, us as men, like we like to beat on our chest. We like to work with our hands. We like
Yeah.
to feel manly. So I work at a tire shop now. And I've been the happiest I've ever been in any job in my entire life.
Awesome.
And I'm getting encouragement there. I got a good team there. Like my manager's like, hey, you're going to have your own place in a year. And I'm thinking like, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to go to her and say, hey, stop working or work part-time.
Or continue
you.
doing what you're
Or
doing.
do
What
what
if it
you're
makes
doing,
you happy?
But I'm going to take care of all the bills from now on.
Yeah.
Pack this money away, save for trips, like help us plan those things out because you're great at that. Me, if we're planning a trip, it's probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And we probably ain't got the money for it. So I'm gonna pull out Mr. Credit Card, I'm gonna swipe it, and then we're gonna pay it later. And that's a bad decision. I already know that. But when it comes to that, it's like, what does the man get out of the relationship? Well, if a man goes into relationship expecting a submissive woman that just wants to sit at home and have her kids, that's not around anymore.
That's not a realistic expectation.
No, it's
and
not.
you really shouldn't you shouldn't preconceive expectations.
Well, just stop at preconceived.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't preconceive. Don't think what you're going to get is what you want, because that's typically not. That's why I said back to the checklist. If I had to go right now and date, I got a laundry list of checklists, like when my kids approve, like what time frame do I meet her, him, them.
Same. I didn't think I was ever going to date anybody ever again because of that list. And I'm like, I'm not even going to fucking try.
No,
I don't give a shit. Like I was completely content by myself, and like felt the weight of the world just got lifted off of my shoulders, being relieved of the toxic bullshit. And I didn't think that I even ever wanted to have another woman in my life, to be quite honest.
I'm probably sure you weren't thinking another baby either.
No, I wasn't.
No. And you know what? Like, I know her path. I don't know your path, but I know her path. And I know that she wept. I know that she was at joy. I know that she felt alone and lost and in pieces. I know verbally and emotionally it drained her. And I don't even think she was looking for you.
No.
And it almost seemed like
I wasn't looking for her either.
But you got to be that guy. You know how important that is?
It was just very.
I'm that guy for her.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I just wanted my car. Yes,
That
kids
was
are
my
here.
kid talking through a door. If you don't want to know what being a parent's like, you want to know what being a parent's like.
We're
that's what it
actually
is.
in the back of Walmart recording this right now.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, what does the guy get from it? And if you have you looked on TikTok lately?
No.
How many more guy TikToks do you see about suicide, about depression, and it's not just guys with PTSD. It's dudes that are singing about this now. Like, we put our feelings naturally to a back row of anybody else that we love dearly.
Yes.
And why do we do that? Because it's what we feel we need to do.
Yeah.
But then
if you're a man. So there's a difference.
There's
a huge difference between a man and a
what's
boy.
on your arm, you know what I mean? Like, we have stuff. I saw this thing about this guy talking about tattoos. Yeah. He's like, you go see a 19-year-old kid, he's got tattoos all over his arm. I ain't scared of that kid. Checking in on a 70-year-old dude. He got an anchor on there. Fuck, I ain't messing with him. But the other guy is like, yeah, I got this because it's like I'm traveling around the world and it's so pretty.
No,
and it's just
this
in
shit
touch
means something.
Right. This means something. This means something. That means something.
Yes.
It's like dudes nowadays. Look, I'm talking to you, whoever you are. Get your shit straight. Grab your balls and feel that they're still there and use them.
Be a fucking man.
Be a man. Like,
quit being a boy.
You know what? Go check out Tom McDonald too. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Can you do an @Tom McDonald on this thing? It's because he needs to know that he's been one of my biggest influences lately. And this is like, I know he talks about clout all the time, so it's kind of funny, but this is not a clout mark. This is me telling people, like, if you haven't checked out Tom McDonald, get the truth in music nowadays. This dude's an uncut rapper that does his own stuff. My wife loves his music.
Our 5-year-old daughter says she's going to marry him.
Yeah, she's going to marry him. Nova, I'm sorry, Nova. But the
Just
whole
like
point
that?
that I'm saying, yeah,
Is that right?
is it at Tom McDonald?
Just
Yeah.
one M?
I'm
MAC.
gonna turn off my mic and let y'all keep doing your thing, and I'm gonna go out there and check on the ribs and check on kids and be with them because y'all are on a roll and you got probably another, I don't know, at least a little bit.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So what it is that he's bringing out the truth and how men should be
There's
acting.
actually an A. It's Tom MacDonald.
MACDON.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll get the right one eventually.
Like that?
Hey,
looks-
Jojo.
Hi.
Hey.
That's yes.
Yes.
Cappy.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh shit.
There we
Not
go.
that.
But it's like, what do we got to do to bring men back for real? Like, bring the men that have common courtesy, that have morals, that have the ability to open a damn door for a woman
Yes.
and not care if she's offended or not, because that's the right thing to do. Like,
Mhm.
at what point do we need to put a stop to the frou crap that's going on? Adam Calhoun is another one that raps with Tom McDonald, and he is like straight up man.
So there's a lot of this trending on all social
these-
media platforms right
dude,
now. Is
yesterday.
how to be a man and
Yesterday, they released the song. Yesterday, 1.4 million views. These guys
Yeah.
are hitting the nail on the head on what men need to hear.
Yeah.
It's not what they want to hear. I
no,
will
it's
tell
what
you
they
that.
need to hear.
Because they've receded into the little turtle shell and they feel like, oh, you got to respect the women. Yes, you got to respect women, but in a sense of being a man, you have to be a man.
Yeah.
There's
more than just respecting the woman.
yeah, absolutely. And if
You
wanna
should
call-
be a man, and the respect for the woman falls into that
that's part of it.
being a man part.
Being a man, and be hardworking and look,
Get your hands dirty.
I don't have good calluses yet because I've been at the house, but
So you
I'm
should
starting to build them.
take care of your family by taking them to church.
That's a number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in that wholeheartedly. And like, we don't get there all the time, but the days that we do, those days are better.
They
Those
are.
days are cleaner. My girls sing in the van like after we go,
Yeah.
and the boy is like, I didn't even know. Aiden is reading the Bible nightly on his own.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
So are our kids. They do that. We'll go to church. Hell, some of them will go up there and pray.
Oh yeah,
They
I
just
haven't seen
get
that one yet.
and they get down, man. And the preachers will even come out and put their hands on them and pray over them. It's pretty crazy.
You know that saying, "There's always someone bigger than you."
Yeah.
Like that, I take like quite literally. I think
It's-
about that in a perspective, and I was just like,
It's having morals, man. And it's being a man is literally having some morals.
and if you grew up without a father, I encourage you to find a guy that grew up with a father that is a manly guy. Just look for the beards, okay? The real ones, the ones that aren't colored frou
Yeah.
colors and hanging things from them if they're being silly, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Find a guy and be like, hey, do you mind like teaching me these things? I don't know
Mentoring.
these. Mentoring,
Mhm.
accountability. If you feel like you're making a wrong decision, most likely if you ask another dude that actually is set in values and morals, he's going to tell you the
Mhm.
straight up truth. Like, yeah, you don't do that.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, we got another guy. Hey, what's up, Robert?
Robert owns a carpet cleaning business.
Shout out. I mean,
Yeah.
Get your carpet clean.
REM carpet cleaning.
REM.
He doesn't,
RESPECT
he
for
doesn't
that.
do much residential. He's pretty much commercial.
I got it, man.
He does a lot of hospitality stuff. He's pretty cool.
That's good. And I mean, that's a hardworking man right there, because I'd be damned. I had to clean up a poo-poo stain from the dog last night, and I was mad at myself.
This
I'm
dude
like,
gets down. This is a hardworking dude right here. He's
Yep.
an owner operator. So
Yep.
Mhm.
he owns his own business. He goes out into the field and he operates his business. And then he comes home and does his own books. He's a
One man show.
one-man show.
Let's not
And
That's the
forget about
best way.
one of the best things about being a man that, look, people don't believe in. You have to be humble.
yeah,
You have to know that you are not the shit. You are
Yeah.
not the person. You are not the man. There is somebody that can teach you. And I'm 40 years old, and y'all, I'm the oldest person at my job. They call me grandpa up there, and I'm okay with it. I'm like, whatever, right?
so
And I'm still learning stuff. The old dog new trick thing. I got an Aussie. He learns things every day.
shit. I'm learning shit every day myself. Like I never never in my life did I think I would be sitting in a fucking chair with the camera on me and be able to actually talk to it
Hey,
Mhm.
show Eric's comment there.
and be comfortable with it. I don't even like to hear myself talk. Like, it took a long time for me to just start editing my stuff because putting myself up and listening to myself, I don't like to listen to my own
No,
voice.
no. Well, I do.
It's one
I
of
ain't
the
gonna be lying to you. I love listening to myself.
it's the
He does. He's very
one of the
conceited. He says it's
biggest things.
Did he
convinced.
answer
I
But,
hate
back?
it.
Mhm.
What'd he say?
Okay, so going back to the text message randomness. So he
All right,
finally
Eric, let me
answered
get back to you.
back and he said, "Sorry, it just seems extremely weird now that I think about it to continue this conversation, but thank you for trying to help."
Oh man, just tell him to watch. It'd be like, hey, just pull this up and watch. You don't even have to get on. Just tell him to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eric and I know what friendship's like. I mean, we've been the friends. What, man, 15? Eric, I think it was 15. I know I was 15 because that was right before I got my license. And that I'm 40 now, so that's 25 years. 25 years. If you don't have a friend that can tell you what you need to hear rather than what you want to hear, I mean, do that. I have one daily in Lisa, but when it comes down to it, like I can turn my ear, 14, 15. I can turn my ear to Eric and be like, hey, dude, this is what's going on. And he'll be like,
Mhm.
you idiot. Now, he was wrong about one thing. I think you remember what that was. The day that I met you.
You just wanted my car.
I told him I was going to marry you, and he said, no, you're stupid. No. But the stupid one was actually him that day. He didn't know that it was ingrained in me. But yeah, be a man. Like, it's okay to be a man. Forget about all these people that are telling you not to be. And yeah, you could have left the door open. I wouldn't have cared. I'm a man. You didn't dribble, did you?
Get your wife.
You didn't dribble, right? Yeah, I got you. I got you.
It's all about that respect thing, right?
Respect, brother.
Respect.
Respect, brother.
All right, sorry. What did I miss?
No, it's all good. No, we just wrapping up that.
He was talking about how he was trying to say he tried to get with me the first night, tried to get me to talk to him.
So how was the first night? Care to share?
Oh,
He
yeah,
wanted my
I-
car. He
I-
won't admit it. He liked
She
my
had
car.
this really cool purple Honda Civic.
was
had
blue.
She thinks it was blue, but
It was blue.
I'm not colorblind.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
purple, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it matched that.
that's what color it looks like
It
to
had
me.
purple
I'm
lights
told
under it.
it's pink, but
Oh, well,
I
then
must
that's
be
purple for
It was
sure.
blue, Eric.
He knows it was purple. Maybe it was purple, and we'll just go in
No,
between
it
there.
was midnight blue. Y'all are haters.
But
The
she-
lights were purple. These lights actually match.
Yeah, she pulled up and we're in the parking lot, and I seen her, and I run over there, and this is gonna be the safe story to tell because there's
Yeah.
deeper into it. But I went over there and I leaned in, and she had this white fuzzy dash. And I was like, oh, Shaggy style. She said, "Get the hell out of my car," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to say hi." She's like, "Bye."
shit.
Well, I go and I lean against Eric. I'm like, man, I'm gonna marry that girl one day. And he just looked. You're so stupid. 24 hours later, Texaho at Cherry Street and Tyndall Parkway, and I'm on a payphone.
Textaho?
Texaho, yeah.
Texaco, yeah.
I'm using a
Gas station.
payphone, man. This
Yeah.
is where we're at. Payphone.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yep. I got my truck backed up. I'm sitting like
They don't even
stretched
have
over.
payphones anymore, do they?
I found one at a Costco
Really?
or Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sam's
took a
Club gas
picture.
station. There was one. It
Holy
looks brand
shit.
new. It's weird.
It was nostalgia. I just want to go use it and just prank call people because they're gonna call that number back. It's just gonna ring randomly.
Yeah.
But anyways, I run into her. She pulls up. Guess she had just got done working out. I don't know. People work out and they go get Mountain Dews. That's what she did.
And then I went for a Mountain Dew in my pack of gum.
And I seen her and I was like, hey, I gotta go. And I'm hanging the phone up and I start running up to her and she darts into the store. And I'm looking through the glass and you got the checkout counter
Yeah.
and then a line and she's in the back, like doing like, oh, shit, who's this guy? He's like, I don't know. She gets outside. I'm leaning against her car. She's like, you following me? Are you following me? Are you stalking me? I was like, no, I just wanted to talk to you. Like, just give me a minute. Like, I just want to talk to you. History. I knew it. I knew the day she married me. I knew from the dream that night that I had because I had a dream of marrying somebody for years.
Yeah.
And I pulled the veil up and it's just a blank face. That night, it was her face.
That's crazy.
I saw her one time. That was it. Still remember the short
and then he
jean
drove me
skirt.
nuts.
Yep.
Absolutely nuts. calling me at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, I would just put the phone on speakerphone and go back to sleep.
She's
It was like an old
Because
school
he couldn't
plug
stop
in the wall
talking.
phone. Yes. And I'm like, dude, I gotta be at work in the morning at 6 o'clock. Okay. I gotta pay for this nice
It's-
car that you like.
what with the little sausage?
Okay.
Girl, what are you talking about? He's in here.
You in the wrong room.
Your sausage is in here, bro. What's going on? Hold on, let's do one of those.
It needs to go on the smoker though.
Bruh.
Just throw the meat on the smoker, and it's all good.
Look,
Oh
we're
my
we're
goodness.
live from Texas, okay? So we smoke every meat we got.
That
Mhm.
damn straight.
Yep.
The smoker be rolling all the time.
You see me rolling.
I had to actually rebuild my smoker because I had it on the back porch, and my dog. So this is my fourth fucking smoker. My dog keeps chewing the cord off
About to be
right
fourth
at
dog,
the
too.
end. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm continuously rebuilding the damn smoker.
Oh, how did who meet? Yes, brisket. Man, you ain't had one of my briskets yet, and I'm dying to make one for you.
Oh,
What we need
man,
to do
I
is
had one the other
We need to
night.
get Eric to come here to Dallas and get him on with us and have him try brisket because this dude, he puts barbecue sauce on everything.
Yeah,
On everything. Like the dude will put barbecue sauce on top of other barbecue sauce. Just the way he is. What you got going on? What's going
I
on?
don't know. Maybe I'll send Eric an invite.
Oh, live from Lynn Haven, Florida, y'all. Let's get him on here.
So, Eric, to answer your question, these two herds over here met because Jennifer and I, we go way, way back, and
You got family pictures from her.
we
and-
did. I did her family pictures many moons
right,
ago.
but then we got some from her at that
Mhm.
lodge where we did the
Mhm.
piggy thing.
Yeah, the piggy thing. On the
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, honey.
But yes, we go way, way back, and they just kind of fit together. It's kind of odd, but yeah,
That's kind of odd.
it's kind of odd. It's kind of like you and Chris, like in a sense. So yeah,
Or you got a place to stay if you're on your own. I don't know if I'm taking all
Yeah.
40 of your kids too, but
I think he's
He-
talking
he
about
got 40
traveling for
kids?
work. He's traveling
got
for work
3,
like
yeah.
Chantel. So I don't think he would have the kids with him.
Mm.
He could crash at the house, or
He's
he could
gonna-
stay at the studio.
he's gonna
It's-
try to sleep in the bed too, and we already got 4 in
I mean,
there.
hey, Eric, there you go. You can come stay at the house, and I'll go sleep at my studio.
There you go. I haven't cuddled with you in a long time, boy.
Yeah.
Ever since that Las
Pineapple
Vegas
people.
trip.
Yes, Jennifer, he definitely does. Of course, couldn't stand that one.
Hey, you got to get to Vegas with Eric and I. You won't be the same when you come back.
I don't like Vegas.
No, it's
Me
not about
either.
Vegas.
Thank you.
I hate Vegas.
It's about the pretty lights.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all it's about, the pretty lights.
I just absolutely hate Vegas. There's too many fucking people.
I was about to ask
Honestly.
her if she was
I
born
couldn't
in a
stand it.
barn, but she was actually around the barn quite a bit as a kid. So
Yeah.
how you come?
Are you coming back?
She's eating your meat, bro.
Yeah, she does that quite often.
She used to be a taste tester.
No cat.
Oh, the ribs done. I don't think they look.
No, they need. I'll wrap this up in a minute. I need to wrap them.
I'll pull them up and wrap them. I just need to know what to do with them. And I just put this.
They just need to go in some foil
Yeah.
with.
I can put them back.
Because it's already 4.
Yeah, we gotta get going soon. Did he accept an invite? Is he on here?
I'm trying, but he's not on this Facebook page, so I can't send it to Messenger.
He's probably joining through Chris's page because
Well, I did. I sent out an invite for people to watch.
Here.
yeah.
You can use this code.
What are you doing?
I got it pulled up. a
You and these
soundboard.
sounds.
Where are you at? Are you in there?
Redonkulous.
Yeah,
He's gonna be under Bach.
yeah. I'm under Bach again because
Yeah.
Facebook likes pedophiles. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh, is this text? It's probably gonna
Yeah.
be under Chris. then.
Yeah, don't look up that guy because I'm not there
Yeah,
anymore.
CR, what's up?
Here, send him that link.
Oh, you send it to me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Send him that link, and then he can join in.
Are you Jennifer now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You didn't know he identified as both.
I mean, whatever he's got to do, I still love him. He ain't
This
gonna meet me
chat
in the pearly
format.
gates, but
So Eric, Jennifer and Jason started this a little while back, and we weren't supposed to be on here today. It just so happened that we were dropping the kids off for a sleepover.
And had an interesting text.
Yeah, I had like a random dude text me, and we kind of played along in his text, and that's what prompted this chat. And so here we are, an hour and 20 minutes later.
Yes, this happens quite often. So when we go live,
Check your messenger.
if you check out the YouTube page, we go live on there, and then we do after dark kind of content stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So some of it's pretty raunchy, but it's pretty raw. It's just us,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Real,
Say just.
just
Just it's just
us.
this. Just this.
Add a yellow from
I
text.
do all of.
Are you coming in? Are you gonna come in, Eric?
No, give it 5 minutes.
5
Click the
minutes.
link, come in, get on there.
Oh, you're telling Eric to give it 5
Yeah,
minutes?
come on.
Come on
Yeah,
in.
just 5 minutes. 5. You owe me. I sent you
What'd
from.
he say?
I saved you from the Green Ninja.
Oh, he's got to go. He said he's got to go.
Oh,
gotta bounce.
Man, bouncing out.
bounce. I mean, you know your phone is mobile, right?
Mm-hmm.
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 It's got good picture quality.
Yeah, it does. I know you got like a Samsung something or another.
You got to go do your hair first.
That'll take a good hour.
We love you.
All right, bye.
Well,
So, I guess the phone call fizzled or the text fizzled out.
It did.
yeah, it sounds like it.
He felt
Yeah.
too pressured.
He felt it. Never mind. I can't do this.
I mean, we tried to call him.
I know. That would have been funny
I
if he
just
would have
tried to put him.
answered.
I just wanted to talk to him.
Hey, if you need
Give
some
him-
relationship advice and you're on there right now, just send it through.
Yeah.
Send it.
Pop off.
Yeah, pop it off. We'll give you some. It may not be what you want to hear, but that's actually the point of it, right?
Facts. Yep.
It's truth. Go to the YouTube channel. You'll find it there too.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be on adulterated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, on adulted too.
Yep.
And then we kick back to the kids spot. Parsley, maybe.
Well, the kids have their own channel actually.
Oh gosh,
Mhm.
Yeah,
you seen that dad that?
because they have so our kids have been through a lot of shit,
Mhm.
right? So they've all dealt with the divorce situation. So they've got their own thought process individually on how they feel, right?
Well, I'm down the road on that. My parents were divorced. So
Mine too.
yeah,
And divorce has changed a lot since, I mean, even in as far as the courtroom goes and what is exchanged from a judge to, and how a judge decides your future
right.
now. There's a lot that's changed since we were kids when divorces happened to now. When my parents got divorced, I was 8. How old were you?
12 or 13.
Okay. And so my parents got divorced, and my dad was already out seeking somebody else.
Oh yeah, my mom just lied to me about it.
Um,
This is my friend Dean. He's just hanging out. Every day I go over, Dean's still there.
so different story. So it was your
Yeah.
mom that was jumping out.
Yeah. I mean, look, my dad is the greatest guy I've ever met.
Yeah.
And he has always put him, I mean, ask my wife, like the dude is just, he's solid. But he put his career and his needs first
Yeah.
to my mom. Like basically like in the military, especially in the Air Force, you got a choice of whether you go TDY.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to go or no, I'm going to pass on this one. Eventually you got to take one or whatever, but he chose to go more than he chose to stay.
Yeah.
To my mom. That's my mom's perspective on it. And that's why she finally said, like, you go on another one, I'm done.
Yeah.
And apparently that's where it ended. But he's a great dad. You know, it's like he was solid and he didn't meet anybody until I was almost 16 after we had moved. It was still confusing,
Yeah.
at 13 years old, I'm like,
What do I do?
yeah. But of course at 13-year-old, I'm like, hey, 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, like,
Yeah. Look at the perks.
yeah, got perks from it. But
At the same
down-
time, psychologically, you're dealing with a lot of shit.
yeah, well, as kids,
And
it's
then
like,
from a boy to a girl's perspective too, because I've got that situation in our house. So from a boy's perspective of trying to become a man
yep, you don't
and
get that.
watching being a man, luckily I'm here for my son, and he's here 100% of the time,
Yeah.
and I have primary custody because for a boy, if he was, put with a woman,
He's gonna be
that he's
very
not going to.
feminized too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it makes a huge difference in how the courts decide these things. But it's stupid to me that one person that knows nothing about your life
It might not even be a
and
parent.
in 20 minutes gets to decide if you get to be the
Full-time,
child's
part-time, or nothing.
full-time,
Yeah.
guardian.
Yeah.
In 20 minutes of conversation, you now get decided by somebody that knows shit about you or your relationships or how you treat your kids.
Yep.
Hell, I could be an abuser and I
Could.
get 100% custody.
Yep. Yep.
That's
And,
not right.
And that goes down to, right, the original design of man and woman. Adam was lonely. He needed a partner. Adam was paired up with everything that he wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's what made them, even the imperfect things that came out through them, but that's what made a man and a woman raising a child. They get both points of perspectives. It's like in politics, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm straight up, I'm a Republican, and I'm not afraid to say it.
I am
will stick
too.
up for our rights.
Yeah.
I will stick up for a liberal's rights, even if they don't agree to me. But a point I got to is like, why don't we have one of each? Make their asses work together.
Yeah.
To come up with solutions that are good for everybody or better for the majority.
But they're not creating solutions, they're creating problems.
No, they're creating one-sided point of views and only going that way. Like, politically, Trump, I think he was horrible at it.
Yeah.
Like verbally. But as a business,
yes,
being a small business owner, seeing the benefits of what he was doing for society.
So he wants to run the country like a business.
And we need that.
Honestly, our country is a business.
That's what it is. We got our USA is a business,
Ukraine's
a business, and you got all these other small businesses, and you got China as a big business, you got Russia as a big business.
That's my belief too. And it doesn't have to be yours or yours. Anybody, it doesn't have to be anybody else's belief. But my belief is our country should be run like a business.
100%. And that's why he did so well in that aspect of it. Now, could he have chose words differently? Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe
could he have
things would have been
chose
more clear.
people differently?
I mean, could the media have just been honest about what he was saying and not just put their own spin on it? Hell yeah, they could have.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there that will just listen to one thing and hone in on that one thing, and then that's fact.
You know what I hate about this part of this conversation is you just brought up the media. And why does the media feel like they need to get involved in your personal shit?
That's all it's about.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Honestly, everybody decided to vote for something. Okay. We voted this person in. The majority voted this person in. Forget about the shit he's done in his past.
Right.
Look at what he's trying to do in the present.
Yeah.
And this is each president, even the one that we currently have. Look.
Well, he's forgot about it.
And he's doing, honestly, he's not doing the right shit. But look at what he's trying to do in the present and catch those things. Quit looking at the past shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like having that friend that's like, bro, like if we get up together, you see him, like, let's get up, let's do something. And then you never do. And then you hit him up. He's like, oh, I'm busy. Like, it's always got to be put off. And that's what I look straight up seeing that from Obama too. He read great. He said great things. I was like, okay, I may not have voted for him. He may be our president, but it sounds like he wants to do good. And then none of that happened. And then here comes Trump, and he's like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
He said he was going to do it, and then he completed those tasks.
Bam. Now, I can tell you Biden did that.
Yeah.
When he first started, he ruined our economy.
Yeah.
And he said he was going to do it.
Yep.
By taking out oil, the first thing.
Yeah.
That was the only thing on his paper he's got done. Other than that, it's like.
But if you say you're going to do something, again, we're going back to being a man.
That's a man. You got to be a man of your word. I told my boys, like, look, you be a man of your word. You say you're going to do something, you do it. Even if it hurts you to do it, even it's painful, if mentally you can't do it, if you don't feel like you have the time.
If you say you're going to be there, you're there 5 minutes early. If you say you're going to do X, Y, and Z, you do it way better than you said you were going to do it. You just fucking go do it. That's being a man.
Yeah. That's it. It's a good spot to wrap up on, but
yeah,
we got more dude talks coming.
Yeah.
I feel it. I may have to set me up a little spot over there and just link it.
Yeah, I can always invite you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you need is a phone tripod and just put your phone on a tripod.
And now that the women aren't here, it's a lot less messy.
Yeah.
If you
Actually,
have a couch,
I love their
we will need a
perspective.
couch here eventually. So
I love their perspective though.
no, it's good.
It's like
I
that.
joke about it, but
It's nice to have the bounce back and forth because we obviously have our perspective,
for sure.
and then they have their own.
Probably slightly.
And I
more
have my
progressive
own,
on
and you
our
have
side.
your
Oh
own.
yeah.
I mean, we're all individuals, right? But I think we believe a lot of the same things.
For sure.
So yeah,
Cool.
we can wrap this up. Everybody,
Hey,
thanks for tuning
watching.
in.
Don't forget about Liquid Death. Good stuff.
It is
Check out
pretty-
Tom McDonald if you haven't heard him. The dude you're gonna love him and love his music, even if you're not a rap fan. I highly recommend if you haven't, check him out.
I haven't. I'm going to though. I've got him pinned up on here, so
yeah, maybe
everybody
it'll be a topic
can
of
check it out.
discussion one day.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'll ping Nova and Tom, see if we can get them in here. Just say something.
Invite them in.
And Adam's a good one. Now, Mad Child is another guy that he's longtime friends with and raps with.
Yeah,
and that dude actually responds on his stuff to everybody.
Really?
It's absolutely insane. And he's got his own unique
And
voice.
what's his name?
Mad Child.
Mad?
Yeah. Hangover Gang is their group. So Hog Hangover Gang. If you look up Hangover Gang on Facebook or whatever, they're the bomb, man. They just they're doing what people should be hearing is straight up truth. And he doesn't claim Christianity, but I will tell you, I feel like he is. That's just my opinion. He doesn't claim Republican or Democrat, but he's sick and tired of all the crap. He even says in the last video, like he's tired of what the liberals are doing. Which he said.
Mama says time to go home.
All right.
Should get you your own setup. All right, guys.
Sweet.
Thanks for tuning in. Go
All right.
check out our YouTube page.
Good job.
Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Later.